Hey, can we do a quick sound check?
Yep.
Hey, can we do a quick sound check?
Testing, testing, one,
Yep.
two, three. Testing,
Did
testing.
you give a link or did you just post it on there?
I haven't done anything
Did
yet.
you give a link or did you
Okay.
just post it on there?
I haven't done anything yet.
Did you give a link? Okay.
Alright, everyone. Just testing the audio real quick. I'm not hearing you in the stream. Because it worked earlier and then I muted you guys. No. I'm seeing it. It's showing in the mixer here. Yes, I posted the link. Sorry, folks, we're trying to get their audio to come through, and it's still an issue. Yeah, but they're not hearing you. Well, I turned mine down to try to get... The mixer shows that you've got audio, but we don't. I'm going to stop this and restart. That's going to mean a new link, isn't it? Okay. That's you talking. I had it maxed. Yes.
Front right.
That worked.
Oh, did we hear that on the stream?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you got it. I don't know what you changed, but
I'm
it
not
did work.
seeing your. I can't monitor your audio at all. But okay.
But I can hear it.
Well,
and actually, we sound great.
okay. Well then, let's get started. Apologies, everyone. This is what you get when you use open source software to run things. It's free, but
Did you change your view on the stream?
I will get there in a moment. I'm setting up our presentation first. Make sure I got that set up. All right. Good morning, everyone. It's April 20th, 2021. Apologies for the delay, but I think we are good now with audio. Amy and Justin, can you keep monitoring? Just make sure as we go in that it's still working as expected. Yeah, I don't need these on. I'm using my speakers. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to take a look at reminders and updates and our how-to, and then questions. We'll probably get to questions pretty quickly, but to start off our reminders, nothing new there, just things about submitting to the support form if you're in one of our courses, and all the other great stuff that we typically talk about there. We got canvas.cmslearns.org. New content has been added, which we're going to talk about today. So everything we talk about today is already in there. Thank you, Justin, for getting that done. We got our admin consultations. If you want to talk to us about any questions you have about what is happening, we share information about the end of the school year and what will happen to courses. You might have questions. You want to consult with us, you're welcome to.
We get lots of requests too for people wanting to meet. This is a good way for you to help with that.
Absolutely. When submitting a Sharewell ticket, of course, include as much detail as possible. We talked about the IDs last time with course IDs, assignment IDs, and student IDs in Canvas. Those URLs that include their IDs in Canvas are very useful. Use the PD course support form if you're taking the Canvas Challenge or Google Drive Challenge. Got a lot of people trying to get their CEUs in here as renewals come up in June. So we're seeing a big uptick in participation right now. Just remind folks to use those forms. Emailing us is not the fastest way to get support. PowerSchool changes take 24 to 72 hours. As always, that's continuously an issue that just got to get used to that. And then the digital learning consultations with Trish and Aubrey, links are here. Let's go back to home. Oh, no. Clicking on the wrong screen. All right. So updates. We got some new customizations. We keep doing this, adding a little more to Canvas to make it a little easier to understand. We talked previously about courses being archived at the end of the school year and how you can access them to see content, but you will no longer be able to edit those courses once they are concluded. And what we've done is added some customization so that if you are in a course that has been concluded, you will see that big red text box at the top of the course screens. So if you're in a course that's concluded, you will see this message. it'll be obvious that, oh, this is not my active course. As a result, I'm seeing that. Teachers will begin seeing that probably, or noticing it in June when the courses are concluded for this school year. Right, so that's new customizations. And then the end of year memo is something we talked about last time, but we are sending out this memo through Canvas, and there will be a shorter, more condensed memo coming out in the principal emailer. I don't know if it's this week or next, but it will be coming out shortly with this information as well. So it talks about ways to get the content from your current courses into another course so that you can continue to work on it. Explains what happens when courses are concluded and all of that stuff, and has the dates in here: May 28th for students and June 4th for teachers, when courses will be sent to that concluded state. So just giving you a heads up, we will be sending that memo through Canvas probably later this week. So I want to have you make sure that you see it ahead of time. And again, I said that it'll be in a principal communication soon as well. So this it's hard to believe we're actually winding down for the school year, aren't we? So that is coming quickly. Just letting you know ahead of time so you can review the memo and make sure that you have your head wrapped around it before teachers start asking you questions. So that's it on the updates. Next, we're going to take a look at how to. So when we look at these courses that are going to be concluded, you may want to get content out of those courses and play with it, kind of massage the information that was in those courses, rethink some assignments and whatnot. You might want to copy it into a course that you can actually edit over the summer. So that's where we'd recommend that you share the content into a sandbox. So we don't really have directions here. We're just going to go to a Canvas and I'll point out the things that you need to do there. It's all described in the memo as well. So there are different ways that you can share the content with yourself. One step is share to Commons so that you can pull it in later. And fun fact that I don't know that everyone realizes, you can take your content in a course. You can, you got, where do I share to Commons? Right from settings, I think it is. Because you could share individual content from this course to Commons there, but wherever you see the share to Commons, if you're in the course settings, you can share an entire course, or you could do it for individual assignments. But we point this out as one of the first ways for you to have a copy of your courses, because you don't have to share it with anyone else. You can just make it so that only you see this in Commons, and it just reserves a copy of this content for you to import into other courses. So you could do that for the course, you could do that for individual assignments, things that you think you'll use often. You want to just be able to make essentially your own template, and then you can pull it into other courses. That would be the way of doing that. So you get everything in there, and tag it out. But then the second option, who can use this resource? You can just choose only me, and you're the only one that will ever see that content, even though it's saved to the Commons, a concept that allows you to share resources and let other people just look for it and import it themselves. You can make it so that only you are able to do it, or share it with all of CMS or any other of these settings here. So just different options.
Out of the Commons?
Yeah.
Because I haven't used them enough. Is it, when you share something to the Commons, is it a one-time thing, or does it continually update with the course?
So if you share something to the Commons, you will have to, and then you make changes in the course that you're sharing to Commons, you can push it back up to Commons. You can send it up, update that. Yeah. And then people will see the update, and it's up to them to import the updates. So it won't automatically update. If someone takes from Commons something you created, it won't instantly update when your source material is updated. Right? The user has to go to Commons and import.
And if I'm pulling from the Commons and I'm importing in from a course, let's say there's been an update that's been done, and I pull in, does it only pull in the new items, or does it pull in everything?
It will update to look like whatever the source material looks like from comments. So it will override. It doesn't keep the changes you made. It will make it look like what the person that sent it to Commons has it looking like now.
Good to know.
Right? So
Thank you.
if you import from Commons and if you choose to update things that you imported from Commons, it might affect changes that you made yourself. So yeah, that's getting in the weeds there. If you've used Commons, here's a method for doing this, and if you're not sure, there are more direct ways to do this. You can, of course, create a sandbox course to then copy the content into, and yeah, so copy course content from past course. So you can create a sandbox with copy course content to make that work. And what we're talking about there is, first off, if you go to the resources tool, you will see an option to create a sandbox. Where is that sandbox? There it is. Create a course sandbox, and that's where you go to a form. And you can create a course. You may already have one. Everyone should have at least one sandbox that they're able to play in already, but you can make a new one for whatever course that you're working in. And then we'll go to a course. I'm going to use my test course here, and then so we've got a course. Let's just say this is a sandbox. I can go into I can just import existing content off the home page, or from settings. You'll see this as well. So with import existing content, you can pick a course that you already have. So we can choose copy a course and pick another course that you already have access to. There we are. And we can select all or specific content and then import. And then I can choose to import the entire course, or I can say I only want to get specific pages from this course, and then maybe I only want a specific assignment. So you can just piecemeal grab whatever you need, and this works even for concluded courses. So just because the course concludes in June doesn't prevent teachers from importing content out of that concluded course after June 4th, I think it is. And they'll still be able to import the content that was in that concluded course and put it in an active course. So it's really easy to do with that. So that's the other method to import content from a course you already have access to. And another one that's not in the memo, but for other users, you can share content, and then they could import it from the shared with me section. So you'll see that in your account settings. You'll see things that are shared with you. So you can send to from a specific resource for your course, and then you can type in someone's name, and that's interesting. There we are. So I can share with Justin, it will send that file straight to him, and he would see a notification, hey, something's been shared with you, and then you can import it into whatever course or courses you would like. So lots of options here for sharing resources, and that's why we're sending out this memo to give you those directions and kind of talking about it today. So it's really easy, and like the punchline of it is, whenever they need it, they'll be able to get to it. So they'll be able to get this year's content out pretty easily and into other courses as they need. So that's preparing to archive or save content in sandboxes, and then the custom enhancements. We already talked about the one where the completed course banner shows up here if the course is completed. So that's one of them. But Justin took a moment to create this nice slide deck that shows all of the enhancements we've talked about this school year, things that we've been implementing since the start of COVID, things like the previous and next buttons being highlighted, the return to home page. If you make a module page that says module complete, that in there, it'll take you back to the home page instead of proceeding to the next item in the list of modules. Yeah, and then we got like the resources folder, grade passback troubleshooting elements that we've done to help indicate things about grade passback that have to be done in order for the work to work, and the concluded courses as well. So lots of things we've talked about in here to help users leverage Canvas a bit more effectively, and just want to have a complete list of the customizations. So you'll see that in the slide deck. There's a link to it, but it's also at canvas.cmslearns.org. I think you just, what do you have to search? Custom?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or enhancements. We'll do it too. So that'll just take you right to that same slide deck that we were just talking about. So just know if you want to see the things that CMS has done that are not the default settings of Canvas when we buy it, that's where you'll see that. So it's right there in canvas.cmslearns.org. Search custom or enhancements and you'll see it. Anything
Jake,
else?
before you jump into the questions, I did want to share a little update I just saw. Excuse me. We've passed 2,000 people completed Canvas
Yay.
Challenge, Google Drive Challenge combined.
That's
So it looked like 1,405 in Canvas Challenge and 630 in Google Drive Challenge.
That's great.
Okay, yeah. So there's a question that came in from Melody.
All right, we'll take a look. Okay, I feel that this document concerning any of your Canvas stuff is kind of unreadable. Okay. Okay.
I think
Well,
she's just requesting a font change.
sure.
It might just be that it's the published to web too. That
Yeah.
view does make it funky.
It's like all italics.
Is that the one that she was talking about?
The end of your Canvas memo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take a look at it, Melody. See what we can do. Just know there will be a principal email that comes out, and we won't be using this actual document when we send it out in Canvas. We'll use the Canvas announcement feature, and the text will just be in Canvas native, so it should be more readable concerning the font. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for the new info and our updates. So now if you want to go to j.mp/ITPD office hours with any questions you have, we'll get to them.
And Amy, I did forget yesterday to send out the update for the weekly. So I'm doing
Okay.
that right. I'm doing that right now from the other account, just so you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, we need to keep reminding them because time is going to run out on them fast.
Yep.
There is, if we want to play with audio, if we're waiting on questions,
Mhm.
we might want to try this. It's saying it might be a Windows feature called Loudness Equalizer. But you're not on Windows. You're on. Never mind. Dang it. Let me keep digging then. I forget.
Oh, well, here we go. Thanks, Nelda. Are there going to be more quizzes for the course? Yes, there will be an April quiz and a May quiz. And then we'll be awarding credit in June if you finished all the quizzes for the Canvas Admin course.
I have to say, I love the new analytics feature to be able to send messages because it tells you how many they're going out to.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm doing the 2 courses right now, and it's really cool. It makes it so much easier.
wonder if I can do it with this course that doesn't have students in it. It's just a play course. Go to Gradebook.
You have to go to New Analytics.
Oh, right. In New Analytics, you see it too. Yeah. I was thinking about Gradebook sending out, but no, I do it from New Analytics. So
So you click the little envelope, yeah.
there it is.
What I like is you can set your range, so that's how I'm sending them out and targeting specific students with it.
Basically, it's like students with 0 to 60. So all students that are failing
Yeah.
would be the idea. And then it'll tell you how many students that selects for. And we don't have any students in this course, so that's why it's not. But then you put in the message, and hey, don't forget to submit all assignments. It will really help your grade. That kind of thing.
So what I do on the one is we get, I do 84 to 86. So in our courses, those are the users that have not completed the final survey. That's where they sit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I can get them, and then everybody else, is 84 and below, and then I get them in a different message.
Now, you can do this for individual assignments from the grade book. Is that correct?
Yes.
So
From the
that's
drop menu.
also
From the
something
column.
really cool as you're working with students, and sometimes they just need those gentle reminders to do the right thing. It makes it really easy for you. You don't have to collate a list of users. You just put in the range and you send the message, and it will know. Canvas will know who you intend that to go to, and you don't even have to know the individual names. You just want Canvas to send this message to every student that's on this list.
It's
That
nice
meets
that
this
you don't have to
criteria.
do missing and late. And if you click on the blue where it says 0 students, in your case, it'll actually give you the list of students. So that's another nice thing, is it kind of analyzes it for you, because you can say, hey, I want 0 to 60, and then it says, oh, there's 7 students, and you can look at that list and say, hey, these are the 7 students I also need to talk to in person if I can. So it's kind of nice because it actually kind of does a little data analysis a little bit for you there too.
It's very nice.
I found another place to fix it. It's on OBS, Jake.
Okay.
But give me a second.
We're becoming OBS
Sorry.
experts.
Yeah, so on the gear, if you click on the gear, there's advanced audio properties.
Yep.
And we want to click on where it says volume. Let's check percentages unless you really want to deal with decibels.
Desktop's
then
100%, and my mic is 42.
Go higher.
On my mic?
So you actually want to, because we're so quiet, this guy was saying you can go to like 150%. It'll make us louder than what you're hearing. And then you're usually easy to hear, I think. So we can leave yours alone. But I would make us 150%. And I wonder if that'll make us more hearable, louder. Words are hard.
I mean, I set it to 150 just now.
Yeah. So the one video I was just watching, he set it all the way up to 800. I don't think we need to do that.
Okay.
But apparently this is a known thing in OBS. I'll send you the video.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see if we could test that since we're live anyway.
Nisha, it is not too late to play catch up with the quizzes. You just gotta complete the quizzes. So once you pass them, you can take them as many times as it takes you. But once you pass them, it'll complete. That'll count. You just gotta pass all the quizzes to get the credit. So yeah, and each quiz is like 5 questions or so. So it shouldn't take too long. You might need to reference the slides, the materials provided for that month's worth of webinars, or watch the webinars, and you'll be able to get through it.
Jake, I think that solution did help. It's still soft, but it did help.
Okay.
Oh, yeah? I'm hearing it now. Cool. Jake, I gotta jump off.
All right.
See you this afternoon.
Sounds good.
Apparently a lot of gamers have this issue too, Jake. Don't worry.
Oh, great. Well, right now my microphone is picking you up because I'm using my desktop speakers. So I'm thinking that's really all that we got going on here.
I think you're right too. So I think next time what you need to do is do that advanced audio properties. You can switch to the desktop and make that crazy high. We might have to do 2 or 250. And then I think it is picking us up. It's just extremely quiet for some reason. I think it's how OBS is feeding the audio.
Yeah.
I don't know why suddenly. You did change headset, so it's possible that for some reason that headset is sensing the sound even quieter than the Logitech ones did.
Don't
I
know.
Who knows?
We'll keep working on it.
Oh,
All right.
yes,
Well,
it's fun.
unless we get another question here in a moment, I think we're going to call it a day for this. We're winding down, but the year will continue to be interesting. Lots of more Canvas work happening after this the school year ends, and we will continue to provide support through this method and through the admin support course. And don't forget about the support form, even for Canvas admins. You can fill that out, and we can work with you. So, anything you'd add, Amy?
Just I know that I was looking at the calendar today and trying to figure out device collection, so I know all the TFs out there are trying to figure out what to do with the month of May. So I feel the pain of looking at all the testing dates and trying to figure out how we're all going to be in 12 places at once.
Yep.
So it's going to be a busy month.
Indeed.
Yep.
All right. Well, you all have a good day, and we're gonna stop the stream right now. So we'll see you next week.